$591. That's the shop math on a Cummins L9 air filter service. Factor in a $215 an hour labor rate and a massive parts markup. You are paying a $400 premium for a 15-minute job. But the real risk is dusting. If this seal isn't perfect, you're looking at a $30,000 engine rebuild. Here's the technical guide to get it done right. Prior to starting this job, the first thing you want to make sure is that the engine is turned off and it is cooled down. You don't want to be doing this while the engine's still hot. To save $400, you only need 4 items: a ratchet, 11mm deep well socket, a flat tip screwdriver, and a shop rag. Inside the engine bay, this here is your air intake filter. An expansion joint here that will loosen. Got another connection here at the intake side of the air filter that we will loosen. Loosen these 2 brackets just by flipping the lever, and this intake filter will be ready to be removed. So this first T-clamp, this is an 11mm socket, and we are going to go ahead and loosen that clamp. You don't need to fully take the nut off, but you do need to back it off quite some ways, just to make sure that we have enough play and enough slack in that clamp to undo this flexible joint. Next, we will go to the intake side. Same thing, 11mm socket, and we are going to loosen this one as well. And depending on how long your air filter's been in here, it may be a little stubborn to get these rubber boots off, and that's why I recommend the flat tip screwdriver, just to help with some leverage. Once you have both the hoses disconnected, now you can just take your intake filter and walk it out of the way. So I did buy this coach about 6 months ago. I have no maintenance history whatsoever on it, which is the reason why I'm starting to do a lot of this maintenance on it. So one thing I did catch on this air filter that we just pulled out of the coach. So right there, you can see September 20th, 2022. So that tells me it's still the original air filter from when the coach was built. So this is a look inside the dirty side of the air filter. Again, this coach has got about 19,000 miles on it. Filter's been installed for about 4 years. Definitely time for it to be replaced. You can definitely see some debris that was drawn in from the outside element, and that's the reason that we do this maintenance. Now we're going to take a look at the brand new filter and see the difference inside. Even though the old filter wasn't in bad shape, it was definitely time to go. The reason Cummins recommends replacing that air filter every year is the paper material inside that makes up that air filter can deteriorate over time, and they don't want that debris going into your turbocharger and causing further damage. So now with the air filter out of the way, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and wipe out the inside here, wipe out the inside here, and prep our new filter for installation. Now the installation of the new filter is going to be just the reverse order of what we just accomplished, removing the air filter. One big thing that you want to make sure is when you go to put the rubber boot, slide that over the top of the filter housing, you want to make sure that rubber boot is all the way around. So one thing I did find on this air filter, or reinstalling the new air filter, is on this side of the filter housing there is a small lip. The hose doesn't slip over that ridge. So I did have to undo the band clamp altogether. As soon as I took that apart, it slid right in, no problem. So just keep that in mind. You may have to fully disconnect this band clamp. Just take the nut all the way off the end, and this threaded bolt will slide out of the other side and give you plenty of room. So now that we have that end installed, the band clamp put together but not tight, that way we can still pivot this air filter, we're going to go ahead and reconnect the turbo inlet side. And again, just make sure that goes all the way around, and we can tighten everything up. And then last but not least, don't forget to retighten these strap clamps up top. I'd like to mark the filter, especially if I can see it, with the mileage that the filter is due and the date that it was changed. And this is always a good reminder anytime I come back in here. I'm either 1 year from the date or at this mileage it's due. Don't forget to reset your filter minder. I've seen guys in the past try to blow these filters out with compressed air just to save a few bucks. Don't do it. Compressed air will actually open up the pores in the paper media filter. You may get the dust out, but you're also inviting in larger particles the next time you fire it up. If the filter's dirty, just replace it. Total DIY cost,
$190. Today's total savings, $401.18. We have now saved over $948.18 in this series just by skipping the shop.
If this video saved you time and money, hit that like button. It helps other motor coach owners find the content they're looking for. If you follow along with the series, make sure you subscribe. If you got questions, or if you've done this a different way, drop it in the comments. I read every single one of them. I'm Brent with 44 Feet of Freedom. We'll see you next time.